Start the recording a little early this time because the new update is live. Hello everyone. We just have to wait for the game to load in though. I figured I'd do a short afternoon recording of some Genshin to work on new content because I'm going to be busy with Refantasio later. So, do some Genshin now whilst I can. It looks like we don't have any Paimon shanning going on. Let me see if I can readjust this setup here. I need a better setup. Wish I could improve my microphone, because this one, the positioning of it is always in front of my vision, and then I keep hitting it with my hand if I need the keyboard. It's just not ideal. Anyway, what we got here? I didn't look into this update, so I assume this new story content is live. Yeah, Nahida is apparently in the next banner, so I'm gonna do a 10 pull for Shilonen, and that's it. See if we get lucky on her. Not going in hard for the lioness or whatever she's supposed to be. But we'll give her a 10er. Basically, error-free every month packs. Shunchu birthday. Shuncho. Okay. Let me see if I can get rid of this shit. Special event. I have to click on these. Are these easy web events or are they like share stuff web events? Let me meet this. They always have the fucking volume cranked up on these website things. I know you guys can't see what I see. This seems like a clicky event. Hold on, I'm gonna click it real quick. I got inspiration. Alright, hold up. I'm clicking buttons. I'm clicking buttons. This might be an easy event. Well, maybe. I don't know what the other trigger it wants me to find here is. Oh, I think I found it. Give a gift. Nice. Alright, cool, radical. Is there more to this one? Possibly. Possibly. Okay, I think we're done with this. Yeah, I think we're done with this one. So, the Starlight Reverie. This I probably won't bother doing because they want you to share stuff. Or stuff. Don't really You have to read and agree to their privacy policy for this one. Maybe this is fine. Let me back out here so you guys get some sounds. I'm gonna be clicking buttons. Yeah, 40 prima is not worth it, right? Sub-Zerus. Gnostic Course special rewards preview. I never get any of this stuff. They've been adding new weapons to this. Don't know if any of them are any good. But no, this is the same old set of stuff. Yeah, confirm plan. Definitely prefer the sanctifying unction. I don't know anyone in the right mind. Yo! They didn't do the intro! This is the first time ever they didn't have the introduction play. I guess they finally decided to get rid of it. Because people got tired of seeing the thing, maybe. They always run the introduction. Land of Vibrant Stone, Flaming Springs. We are 88% progress, so we just get all these for free. Yeah, because we were working on that land. So, nice. That's just world exploration. We can test run Julonin, I suppose, and the other character. Excuse me. Okay, this web event actually requires you to do, like, stuff. Well, maybe. It's like a review thing. It might just give us free stuff. That would be nice. Shilonin's elemental skill causes her to don rollerblades and engage in swift movement and climbing until her night soul points are depleted, and she has at least 2 Pyrohydra Cryo Electro Party members. Her normal and plunging attacks can accumulate night soul points, and when her night soul points reach maximum, she would decrease corresponding elemental resistance of nearby opponents. Otherwise, her normal and plunging attacks deals increased damage. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna go wild for the kitty. She do be nice looking. I feel like the earrings are just floating on her.
Bring it.
Oh god, the game has to load in shaders. It's so laggy. Oh, you have to defeat all opponents, right? Really? You have her on the team? Double fire. I thought she can do a plunging attack. Didn't it say she could do a plunging attack when she jumps? I didn't see a plunging attack coming out. And then she basically does the Teleptosaur thing.
Leave me alone. Let's do this!
Boom boom! Time for your... Let the mountain's veins boil! Bring it!
Out of the way or get blown away. That's probably the best alliance. Fucking Joe screaming that at you. Does she do what Mualani does? Can you Night Soul Blessing swap into her? While dashing?
Alright.
Yeah, you can. Okay.
Hear the echoes of the valley! Let me weave you a verse. Rain. Bring it. Let engraved names echo.
You're toast! Boba, get them! Race you! Inadmissible evidence!
Huh? Rain cutter. Let the mountain's veins boil.
I don't actually know what she's doing. I just imagine, you know, stuff's happening.
Motion to compel.
Oh yeah, she's a charge attacker. But she doesn't do a lot of
Rain
damage.
outlines your fate. Let me weave.
Out of the frying pan.
Bring it. Let engraved names echo.
She can't attack while doing the jump. I want to see her charge attack in that mode real quick. She doesn't have a charge attack in this mode. Okay. Exit the level. Exito the Challenger. Give me a moment. Yeah, we can stab Mulan.
Whoa!
Okay. Just need to take care of a thing. So, that was her. And then we'll do this real quick, get it out of the way. Do a little Chiori button mashing, because I don't even know how she works exactly. I don't really hear people talk about Chiori.
Scraps of color.
She's more like a support, right? And then Ningguang is the carry here.
Your life is mine.
That was a waste. Yeah, just saved it for this guy.
Everybody stand! I am the cutting edge of fashion.
It's nothing. Submit.
Dude, Ningguang doesn't do this much fucking damage. They all died so fast. Oh, it's 10:09 already. Man, I'm gonna run out of time for doing stuff that I want to do. Because I haven't done any bits and things yet. Alright, that's the test run done. And I don't usually care about the side characters because, you know, no primos. Rainbow Destined Burn. This is the Archon quest update, which will start on. This girl has her quest. Is this her quest? Or this is. Oh, tier 3 of this is done, but I probably have to do the main story first. Because we're already maxed on that. At least I think we are. Secret Source Constructor, new boss guy. Let's get this out of the way. We can just go for the new sword, I guess. I don't care. I said I'd do a 10 pull further, see if we get lucky. We probably won't, but we'll do it. I like to do these. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. No. It's gonna be Chi-Chi. It's gonna be Chi-Chi. There's no
I'm
way!
Shimonin from the Children of Echoes. If you'd like me to forge some tools for you, just let me know. But I do have quite the backlog of commissions at the moment, so even if you submit a request now, it might be a while before I get to it.
That is not the kind of voice I was expecting her to have. Streamer luck. See, now I can save the rest of my stuff for Nahida copies, which is what I really wanted. I didn't actually think I'd get her. Hold up. What was my thing at? Because now it's reset. Oh, good. At least she counted as early on the poll, so we got 5 in. Oh, wait, they're not updated yet. Alright, well, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm glad they fixed this to 5s instead of 6s. This is so much easier. 25, 26, 27, 28. We were only 28 in. Damn, that's pretty lucky. You know what? This makes up for the fact that I got fucked on Mualani's banner, because we went in so hard on Mualani and we got fucking Dia and Chi-Chi, right? Or Dia and who was the other one? I forget who we got. We got so fucked on the Mualani banner. There was the Mualani, and then before that, this was all the Mualani banner. Yeah, a Chi-Chi. Fucking Chi-Chi and Dia. Well, since I have Xilunen, I've heard she's apparently a really good partner for Mualani, so I might try leveling her up and replacing Zhongli with her and see if the survivability is good. Let's get rid of this stuff. Hold up, I gotta brag about it too.
Oh god, that's enough.
That's enough.
Is it time to go? Yeah, let's get this over with.
I just realized she has like Jinx's braid down her side, it looks like. What do you do in your constellation? I'm not pulling for more of you, but reduced consumption, that's what they all do. Increase nearby active characters' interruption resistance. It doesn't seem that great. C2 is always the best one, right? Geosource samples always remain active, so are they not always active? When your source samples activate, all nearby party members will gain effects corresponding to the active source sample that matches their elemental type. Damn, a 45% HP increase? I can see why you'd want her. With like probably a double Hydro team, I wonder if I could change things up. But you need a Pyro character too. So how do you incorporate her with Mualani? You would want like double Hydro and a Pyro and her. Well, I mean, you can do it. You can do it. I'm just being stupid. Decrease elemental burst cooldown by 6 seconds? Wait a second, that's actually kind of huge. When this activates, how often does this thing... What's her thing called? Source samples. How does her thing work? She could be crazy on a Raiden team. Source samples. Yeah, this is the bar that's next to her. source sample within each sampler will be Geo, the initial one. For each party member who is Pyro, Hydro, Cryo, Electro, one Geo sample will change that corresponding element. The Geo source sample she carries will always be active after unlocking her passive talent. Nato deletes these. That goes. She then can trigger said passive talent's effects or generate Night Soul points for herself. Alright, that's just her leveling up, I guess. I assume. Yeah, the echoes. That's on the thing on the right. When she hits maximum, consumes them all, activate the 3 samples she has on hand. When they're active, nearby opponents' corresponding elemental resistance will decrease. Source sample effects of the same elemental type cannot stack. So you actually don't want her in a team with multiple copies of the same one. You want her in a mixed squad. So if you pull for C2 her, a 6-second wipe off of burst cooldowns is kind of insane. Basically just you do your burst, and when you're done, cycle into her and you rip off 6 seconds so you can cycle around faster. I don't know how often she can pull this off though. It depends on her own cooldowns. Maybe it's not that crazy. So they want her to have defense too. I've noticed that so far. I'm not sure how the grass guy is because I didn't look at him, but they want all of these characters to have defense as a stat that matters. I think Mihoyo realizes. Yeah, I'm just noticing now her attacks are scaling on defense. And she doesn't have a rollerblade plunge attack, which is weird. I feel like she should if she jumps as high as she does. Defense scaling, defense scaling. 281.3% of defense? What the fuck? That's like more than Muirlani's healing. Or HP scaling. Right? Yeah, she's only 15.62% of max HP. And then 39.06 if you get the additional damage bonus. Which is like 50 or so. For 281%, so for every 1 piece of defense you have, you're dealing like 2 extra free damage. Almost 3 damage for every 1 defense you have. Plus it heals too. Yeah, she might be worth a while for me to invest in. What do you need? Those flowers. What's your, Oh, you need the new guy. Well, nobody's gonna be able to max her out then. Until they hardcore grind that. New boss. If she wants defense, she wants the artifact set that Kachina has, so I'm just gonna loan Kachina's stuff over to her. I probably don't want Elemental Mastery on everything though. Energy Recharge we probably do want. Let me see what other options I have in the list. Crit rate, energy recharge, crit damage, elemental. This is the same fucking thing. Crit rate, crit damage, attack. Elemental Mastery sucks on a... Oh wait, hold up. I forgot, they added a ton of new options and some quality of life stuff. Allow auto adding of 5-star artifacts. Ah, you can auto add 5 stars now. I don't want to do that. Oh, I actually want this turned off. I see. No, it can be turned on. It's good if it's turned on, right? Because that caps me at the levels. Well, defense is good for her, so I guess this one is the one we would want to use. I'm just gonna level this real fast. Crit rate, crit damage, some attack and defense. Nice. Pretty good crit rate, 12% on one piece of artifact. I don't think I've ever hit that much crit rate on a single piece of artifact. Ever. Okay, this. She has crit damage, attack, energy recharge, defense, which is like perfect. But before I take Kachina's stuff away, because I may try to do a double party. This one sucks. I recently got rid of all these artifacts too. I converted them into stuff for Furina. So I will take Kachina's. I'm more likely to just use Jelerine. This is a defense thing with defense, crit rate, attack, and energy recharge. Yeah, I'm just gonna take that. And then this is... we need a geo damage bonus. Energy recharge, attack, crit, HP. It's okay. Attack HP, crit HP. Oh, what's his name has that one? Crit damage, attack, crit rate, defense. Yeah, it's pretty good. Are we just robbing Kachina of all her artifacts? Kachina's gonna have to find some better shit. And then there's a defense hat instead of like crit rate or crit damage. What is your crit rate at? 34. Crit damage is only at 96%. This is a defense hat too. I want to try it out to troll. Or see if it would be worth. You know what? We'll just borrow it for now because I don't have an alternative. Apparently I got rid of old hats. Rip Bunny Rabbit. She's been replaced with adult cat lady. Hells yeah. Anyway, we're not going to be using her yet, but I will work towards leveling her up, I suppose. New envisaged echo stages. I should really try to do the other ones of those. I guess that's on my to-do list as well. Sooner rather than later. Alright, what else do we have? This thing is active to be utilized. I'll worry about extracting that later. So we did that. Now, what's on here? We have expedition rewards.
Add as
The doctor quest is up. I have to check that daily. Let me check this daily. Yeah, da 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 da. Yeah, da 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 da.
carving waves. New surfboard?
Carving waves. Alright, could you give me the last one that I need? You keep recycling the other 3 assholes. I'm like pretty sure this is the same guy. Yeah. Man, sucks. Gurgen. So we had this just yesterday. His weeds aren't even here to be pulled, but for him to transition to the thing.
Carving waves.
They didn't even respawn. I swear he's broken. But I already got him. I shouldn't need him. I need like some other guy. There's a 4th character that never comes up for me. Stop tracking this. Cancel that. Let me go back to Fontaine. Let's do some easy things here. 4 of those. Finish the rest of the Komishis, because it's never the fishing one, which is the only other one that I need.
Need a surfboard?
Add Astra.
And Astra
Thank you
and
for
Bisoski. I did finally finish that one long quest line. Finally. They didn't add new area to Nalan, did they? No, so this whole story beat takes place here still. It's a bit saddening. They haven't added any new side things. I still have time to catch up on these. Chapter 5, Act 3. This is what we're gonna start today. Wait until 2 days later. Okay. I shall wait. So I don't have too much time. I only have a couple hours for recording here. We will probably just focus on this Archon quest for this recording.
Things have been looking really rough for Natlan lately. There are more and more commissions from the Adventurers Guild, and they're all related to the Abyss. Just waiting around won't do us any good. Let's go and see if there's anything we can do to help.
Sure. Let's go to the Adventurers Guild.
I see. Thank you so much. The Adventurers Guild has been overwhelmed these days.
No worries at all. We've always valued the strength of adventurers. Given the current situation, it's vital that we all work together. Since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the Abyss so far. Then we can take a look at how to coordinate our efforts.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Got any new commissions?
You two have come just in time. I've got some good news. The Pyro Archon has finished assembling her forces and stationed them all across Natlan. Given how the Abyss has ramped up its activities lately, we can no longer afford to act only after receiving news of an invasion. So the Pyro Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild focus on collecting and disseminating intel. That way, we can stay informed of everything that's happening across the land. Once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the stationed forces can take immediate action. Yes, precisely. This should also allow us to focus on gathering information rather than running around and trying to tackle everything at once. So please also take a chance to relax, you two. You've been working hard these days, and this will be a good opportunity for some well-deserved rest.
So that's the plan! Whew, we can finally stop and take a break. Paimon knows that! It's not like Paimon just wanted to lay here and do nothing!
The movements of the Abyss are always unpredictable. There have also been times when it suddenly became more active in the past. The people here generally see it as something like an acute natural disaster.
I just want to chime in that it was Paimon's idea to come here and help, and then the first dialogue MiHoYo has her say is, "We can finally relax." It's like, MiHoYo, I don't think you thought about that.
Once the disaster is over,
Chain of events.
everyone will return to their normal lives. We just all hope that day will be sooner rather than later.
Oh, right. Most people have no idea just how bad the situation has gotten in the Night Kingdom.
Is Catherine?
Oh, hey, Kachina!
Whoa.
Are you feeling better now?
Kachina, your dialogue's not working. Compensation, MiHoYo. Well, I guess they couldn't get her voice actress to do stuff, or it's just glitched. Or we could jokingly say that poor Kachina has been demoted from voice actress status to an NPC, unvoiced NPC status for Kachina. That's a pity. They do this girl dirty. They do her so dirty. She be so kawaii, yo.
Wow! So we'll finally get to meet Shilonen, the legendary forger of ancient names! Paimon still can't believe anyone could forge those things.
MiHoYo, I know you don't watch my videos, but I think I think this voice actress should be given some compensation if they were put lines, if they did put lines in. This is an affront. A travesty.
Hey, have some confidence in yourself, Kachina. After all, you're already a victor of the Night Warden Wars.
China be hitting a little close to home, you know? Although she takes it to an extreme degree, as characters tend to. Yeah, da 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 da.
Let's ride!
Let's ride. Yeah, wow. I've got to scratch an itch. Damn it! Kachina just straight up doesn't have any voice acting? I wonder if that's a thing and not just a glitch. Did they not get
yes,
her lines
so I've
in?
heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation. Wait, are you Outlanders?
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natland not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders.
Why would the Pyro Archon not mention that?
No,
Yeah,
the only
what
thing she said is that a new hero had pledged herself to the plan, but we need to forge an ancient name to ensure she'd be able to return safe and sound. And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills. But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now. No, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. I just need a moment to process things. The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and we used to argue a lot. Honestly, it's probably for the better that she didn't bring this up at the time. Anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my anger out on someone else. But, just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name for an Outlander is an impossible task.
It's impossible?
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's spirit and glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors inherit it. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name.
Okay, so I found a Reddit thread. Apparently, this is a thing. It's not just... Or they don't think it's broken. They're wondering if it has to deal with a voice actor strike or something. And apparently, Kanich and Ahau are also unvoiced. Along with Kachina. And this is just for English, too. There's no problem in the Japanese version. So, good to have that knowledge.
But they were all performed outside of Natlan, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in Natlan, as an Outlander, your actions still wouldn't have been recorded by our lands. Only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient name. Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know. That's just how it is.
Seems the Wyab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone. Yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name to me.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve the impossible.
You mean you're already willing to accept the task?
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my Archon. If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen. In other words, the order is an affirmation of my abilities.
Whoa, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
Hey, that's just how she rolls.
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence and record her heroic deeds.
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to? Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would probably not be enough.
So now we have to go get acknowledged by all the YA, but we can't go to the other 3 regions in the world.
I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyup. The first person who comes to mind is Citlali at the Masters of the Nightwind. The one we call Granny Citlali.
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her spirit speaker stone to find Kachina's ancient name. A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive. I'm unsure she'd be able to help.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's constantly holed up in a room and doesn't like to be disturbed. I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her and know how to keep her spirit up.
I hate to break it to you, but...
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even managed to save Kachina.
Well, yeah. At the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into 2.
Great going, Moeka. We're already off to a rocky start here. In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon. Hopefully, Citlali would still want to show respect to the Archon. I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then that should help too.
Yeah, let's ask Kanich, the other guy who's on strike.
I'm unsure hopes a Hal won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
All right, Kanich is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say. Please just give me a moment to write the letter, and we can meet up near the Statue of the Seven later.
Sounds good. We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
So I was going through the book, and they have a chapter. It's basically a year in review, and we get 20 primos per chapter. So I need to go through the other chapters also. Yeah, we got that. Let's go meet up with the other voiceless character. At the agreed location? Did we agree to meet up with him here? How do we contact the guy? Oh god, you got 2 characters on strike together. This will certainly leave a lasting impression and get people to probably look into it. So that's good for the strikers.
I'm sorry to put this on you, Kanich. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her. Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
Yes, we're all involved.
Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when facing such a bleak reality.
Ororon. Was that the guy they teased? They did tease, I think he was. They teased the new dude, Lightning Element. Which I would have thought it'd be Eon-sen from the Night People.
Citlali knows him too?
Yeah, adding this Ororon guy. All this... It said dialogue.
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most.
That is just
I've never met Ororon, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Citlali could be the first one to notice Auroran's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
This, like, thing in the review is not up to date or accurate at all. It said I only reached the 8th floor in the imaginary,
so
but I went
if
to
I'm
the 10th
following,
floor.
you mean we'll help her investigate Auroran and the captain's whereabouts?
And it said some other weird things. Ah, Jesus Christ, there's actually more stuff for me to get. This let me hit the button. Yeah, sure.
Yeah! Plus, we kinda owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the spirit speakers down.
This is a pretty well thought out plan, as expected of Molly Poke Niche. Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope Citlali can meet at the stadium in 2 days. Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of days.
Genshin is offering like tiny bribes. Oh dear God,
Ever
these
tried
are
chasing
actual
waves before?
games.
You wanna try? Well, come on, no time like the present. I'll help you
Wait,
find the
hold up.
closest beach.
Okay, this is some sort of online game thing. We're not gonna bother with an online game thing, so I'm just not gonna get any of this. I think I'm done futzing around.
The most important part of going out to have fun is, well, going
Go
out.
on out.
So just show up and I'll handle the rest.
Alright. Oh, we have to wait until the day after tomorrow anyway. Day after tomorrow. It's like 2 days, right? The day after tomorrow is 2 days. Why would they word it that way instead of saying 2 days again? Why do they have to be so extra?
Oh, it's time to meet up with Shilonen. Let's ask her how things have been going.
Shilonen.
Hey, Shilonen, how's everything going?
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon. I have bad news. Citlali did not reply to our request, although I suppose I'm not too surprised.
Huh? You mean she didn't even bother to give Kenichi a response? Guess she really does have quite the ego then.
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Nightwind often struggle to work with her. My guess is that she probably has other reasons for not deigning us with a response. But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can still try to work something out.
That's true. Let's go!
Not willing to throw in the towel. Yeah, this is Shilonen's alpaca, maybe? I don't know. It was in the web event. I have to admit, I don't even remember who the hell Citlali is. Did we meet Citlali in the last one? So we broke her thing. As expected, she's not
Paimon
here.
doesn't see anybody. Seems she's just not gonna show up, huh?
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we could, but she's under no obligation to help.
That might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right? Shouldn't a subject always answer the call of their Archon?
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends with the Archon.
I was gonna say, I don't think anybody answers the call of their Archon with the exception of Raiden Shogun.
Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between us and her. The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
Huh. So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with. Unlike that old hag Granny Citlali, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous?
Straight up call her an old hag. Paimon is rude as
You all
fuck.
talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to our letter! Seriously, if she didn't want to come, she could at least let us know. If that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to get old.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
Huh? Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax. I'm sure my bark's worse than my bite.
Huh? Citlali.
Wait, you're Citlali? You're Granny Citlali?
Yes, Granny Citlali. But emphasis on Citlali, not Granny. You must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. The wise sage who looks like a little kid. Oh, wipe that look off your face! You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age? Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any makeup.
Did I forget to
You're already
mention?
beat.
She's called Granny, but she's actually pretty young.
You're already beat by the Sumeru chick. Horizon.
It was an honest mistake. I guess we've just gotten used to it.
I'm sorry. So, how old are you actually?
What? How dare you? Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
It's okay when a girl asks, right?
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you, it's just that your case seems really unique. Oh, Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's putting more and more of her foot in her mouth. Really, Paimon just got a little mad since we thought, well, you were gonna leave us out to dry.
It was my idea to invite you here, Citlali. So if you're upset, you can just take it out on me.
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to take all this so seriously. If anything, I'm gonna feel awkward if we keep this going. I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said, "Understood." Besides, just showing up is the most important part. No? But, of course, it's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else had arrived before me. At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Only to hear you all talking smack about me. Anyway, that's the whole story. Honestly, it's not like I owed you an explanation anyway.
She's a weird character. And there was just Paimon.
What's with that expression?
You fucked up,
Was she
Paimon.
feeling embarrassed just now?
You should feel bad about yourself, Paimon.
When the Masters of the Night Wind say they struggle dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be pretty awkward herself. Everything she does and says seems a little forced.
Anyway, Shilonen, I heard that you require my help in crafting an ancient name.
Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before. Let me explain.
You would think Shilonen's more familiar
I
with
see.
her.
So Mawika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an Outlander. Well, that would be a first. And you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroron back if you help us solve the problems of forging the ancient name. What do you think?
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a good look at you. Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. Yet again and again, you've braved them to find new worlds. A weary yet free soul, even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness and safe passage. Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your head and walk headlong into the night. Huh? Don't move. There's something here.
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the Traveler gonna be okay?
Shoo! That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body. No need to worry. I've just cleared out the last of them.
Isn't that kinda like having part of a ghost come back with you?
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind, and generally worsen your mood.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
It was nothing. Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroron back, I'll take you to see the Lord of the Night.
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the tribes?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not hail from our lands. The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom, constantly borrowing the power of the sacred flame to combat corrosion from the abyss.
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab of the tribes. Well, that sort of makes sense, being the Lord of the entire Night Kingdom and all.
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. But never mind. That's not important. It would take too much time to explain. Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can only communicate with its consciousness while in a trance. In other words, in a dream.
We're good at that.
But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve the state of the trance. I'll make a list. Can any of you get everything for me?
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the local vendors.
Sounds good. Then we'll go with Citlali to track down Auroron.
Phew, the Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful during your investigation. If you need any help, just come find me.
Yep, we'll be sure to play it safe.
All right, now it's time for us to catch that brat and bring him back. I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing by Auroron's place to look for clues. He has always lived alone, and I found a broken jar in his house. There was also something off about his phlogiston aphids, which I assume is because their keeper has been gone for quite some time. And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not match any of our local weapons. My guess is they were left by Snezhnayan arms.
I gotta say, now that she's speaking all these S words, it's really apparent that they did not grant this lady a proper microphone or soundproofing booth. Like, she doesn't have a pop filter, it sounds like, on anything. Her S are so harsh on the mic.
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his house and took him hostage.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids? He's only in his 20s. What would they want with him? That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course. Since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natlan, he must have done something to attract their attention. In any case, we'll get to the bottom of this once we manage to get him back here. I'm truly sorry to put you two through all this trouble with me. But please help me get him back.
You can count on us!
All right, then let's start by heading to where Auroron was seen last.
I've always found it interesting that microphones have such a hard time with S sounds, and that is true to this day. Like, we really haven't gotten to the point where technology can handle strong S sounds. I don't really feel like fighting this girl right now, but we do have to beat her again. You know what? We can do it. We have to pop her canisters, if I recall.
Stabilize!
Nice and spicy! Committed to memory! Carving waves!
Rain of bullets!
Order guide you! Crumble!
At the frying pan, let's leave her to look.
Slip, slide, spread!
Ya da 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 da
The Temple of Wisdom! Committed to memory! Woohoo! Amazing! Catch an epic wave! At the frying pan!
Stabilize!
Oh shit.
Let's leave her to look.
That, I don't think that counted as getting rid of the bomb. I'll have to make sure we actually have characters ready for that. With skills. I don't feel like wasting items. Doing some good damage though. Well, okay damage. I don't think I ever do good damage in this game. I do not believe I ever do good damage. Yeah, da 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 da. Try and finish her off, so that I don't have to worry about her anymore. Well, I don't have much time to continue the quest, so.
Gather!
Come on! Nice and spicy! Having so much fun! Let's ride!
Rain of bullets!
Almost 300k, nice. With no buffs too.
We'll have order! Quake!
Committed to memory! At the frying pan! Carving waves!
Alright, I'm gonna save Zhongli's ultimate for killing a can, I guess.
Make yourselves at home! Grow, grow, grow!
Dude, it's like up top on Shockley's pillar. That was bullshit. I couldn't get to the thing. I was also thinking I could save a Zhongling's ultimate for dealing with them. I want to save both of their ultimates. She threw it on a fucking Steely. My Steely, man. I got outplayed, outskilled. She's like, you need to break these every time I throw them out in this way. I'm just gonna hide it on you guys thing.
Off we go.
Solidify!
Come on! Nice and slick!
So much
fun! Rain of bullets! Slip, slide, sprint! Let's shred, Sharky!
Yeah, Zhongli's pillar is definitely counterintuitive to
Rain of bullets!
the team, so hopefully once I level up Gila, then it's actually an improvement.
Amazing! At the frying pan, it's committed to memory.
Gather!
This may turn a little. Sharing my knowledge. Nice and spicy. Woohoo! Surf's up. Woohoo! Rain of bullets.
Yeah! Crumble! This is order.
Eat this! At the frying pan, grill, carving waves. Slip, slide, surf's up. Sprint. Amazing! Rain of bullets!
Solidify!
Committed to memory. Goba, get them!
That's 2 down.
Make yourselves at home. Grow.
Right!
Actually, if she summons the thing, we should go to Nahida and just basic attack it. Probably would work.
Stabilize!
Goba, get them! Woohoo! Slip, slide, sprint!
Solidify!
Rain of bullets! Committed to memory.
I will have order.
Amazing! Surf's up! Goba, get them! Hey-ya! Grow! Sharing my knowledge!
Quake!
Woohoo! Let's shred, Sharky!
She slipped another one out there, but we got it again.
Slip, slide, sprint!
Nice 200k. It's canceled me.
Rain of bullets!
Oh shit.
Gather!
Thank you, Guoba. That should be your last one, right? There you go. Yeah, hers wasn't hard. Hers wasn't hard. So that's her done. We've almost done all these. I still have to find Kosi Joe. Oh, we did find Kosi Joe, because this is the second one. I just don't remember where they are, I guess. I can look them up later. We'll look them up later. Slow and steady. I'm in no rush. Let's get this stuff done. I'm gonna kill these guys over here. Because I need more of these for Gilo and more whistle farming for me.
Let's finish this fast. Nice
Come on! Show me your courage!
Show me your courage!
That was quick.
That was quick.
Need a
Yeah,
surfboard? This is the spot. An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some Fatui soldiers here. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved with the Fatui. I'm convinced that what the witnesses saw was actually the Fatui coercing him, or perhaps trying to extract information. However, I doubt anyone would believe me, given there are no signs of a fight.
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and helpless like this.
Why, though? You guys put too much stock in, like, huge figures. Aren't you all supposed to just be humans?
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant, and the people of the tribe took him in. You could say that everyone had a hand in raising him.
Well, that's nice.
He learned a lot from us, and once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids, living off of what he harvests from the garden. He's always been such a good kid. He would even get his friends to deliver whole bags of fresh produce to my place.
Don't worry, he's still a good kid because he's confirmed a playable character.
Oh well, let's keep looking. He can answer all of our questions once we find him. He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. We can use that substance to track his movements. Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Huh? What trail? Paimon doesn't see anything.
Oh, right. I forgot your eyes don't naturally perceive such things. Here, give me your hand.
My eyes perceive all. Okay. Nothing goes by my vision unnoticed. Nothing at all.
Huh? How about now?
What do you see? Whoa, Paimon can see it now too!
That's right. I used a spell to temporarily transfer a portion of my senses to you. For a short while, you'll be able to see the phlogiston too.
Wow, you can even share your senses with us? First time Paimon's heard anything like that.
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't adept at. But don't worry, it's a cinch for me. Between the two of you, it seems the Traveler's senses are a bit stronger than Paimon's. When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. You're extraordinarily gifted. Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Auroron. Good luck, you two.
We do travel the
Over here,
universe
this way!
on a whim.
Citlali might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What was that?
Oh, Paimon was just complimenting you. Really?
Trying to avoid skipping dialogue.
What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already pretty easy to talk to. Is there any other old hag who's as fluent in the language of the youth as me? But is my way of speaking still not trendy enough? I've already tried my best to match their speech patterns. But given the looks on their faces just now, or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough? But that can't be, right? Don't tell me they're still getting the impression that I'm super old-fashioned.
She's like an airhead. She doesn't realize she shared her thoughts with them, and now she's
Was
just
that
thinking.
Citlali's voice?
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Some things are best done with the help of friends. Oh? They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our work will go smoothly.
She is awkward. She doesn't realize.
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there.
Let's go take a look.
New camp.
That little brat, I swear. I just hope he hasn't gotten himself into any real
God damn it. Why do I walk forward ever?
Judging by Paimon's experience as a guide, it definitely looks like people set up camp here.
Wait. The phlogiston here is a bit odd. Let me see.
Paimon sees a small shape here. Could it be some sort of symbol?
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Night Wind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize it. So Auroron was indeed being threatened. We've got to find him, fast. Leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. In other words, he was probably under the Fatui's watch. If they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have him caught in the crossfire. No, I've got to be careful. Otherwise he'd get hit as well. How annoying. No, I've got to stay calm and keep my composure.
Darling grandson. Confirmed not a virgin. Might be one of the few Genshin playable characters who's had the sex.
Stabilize.
Well, she's not playable yet, but she probably will be later.
Solidify.
Yeah, da 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 dee da.
There are traces of people staying here too.
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is jumbled up. I can also smell a mix of elements in the air. Pyro, electro, and some other elements as well.
Kanich told us that you were super amazing. No wonder you can sense so many more things than us.
It's about time that little brat said something nice about me. There are signs of a struggle here. Judging from what's left on the scene, there must have been a fight. But after that, the factions seem to have gone their separate ways. Both the phlogiston and the elemental traces in the air support that.
Do you still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking, what if Auroron wanted to leave another distress signal, but was caught by the Fatui?
Like literally 10 steps away from the first one, though, Paimon.
Given there are 2 signals leading from here, we should split up as well. I'll take this direction, and leave the other one to you. Let's meet up again later.
This seems like a potentially bad idea.
Auroron, what the heck were you doing? It's one thing to trouble me, but now I had to bring other people into this as well. You little brat.
And off she goes. Traveler, did you hear all of that as well? Once Citlali left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried calling her name inside Paimon's head, but there was no response. So you were thinking the same thing! Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she was thinking, then she could probably also hear what we were thinking in our heads. She did say that she was quite adept at this spell, and it doesn't sound like she's had any trouble with it in the past. Huh, maybe we're a special case and can hear her thoughts as a side effect. If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner world. It paints quite a different picture from Paimon's first impression of her.
Should still feel bad, Paimon. He's such a little deviant. Always judging people.
Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them and see if we can find anything up ahead.
Yo, I forgot to pick up her stuff. I need to go back. It's kind of funny it took us around here again.
Did you find something? Huh. So we can't tell where Auroron might have gone from here. That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. We can't make anything of these footprints either. But he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right? We know he wasn't alone. He had all those Fatui with him.
You know the villains just teleport all the fucking time in this game world and in every other game world.
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth.
We got another smooth talker type of character on our hands. We already have a Kazuha.
I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I have no desire to hurt you.
Convincing.
I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger in their environment. And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain to the Masters of the Night Wind. Hello, traveler. I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for. Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie, like a false omen in the lingering smoke. My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way for us to set up a meeting.
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Be careful with this traveler. Her soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to her.
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom. I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues. Given the present situation in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request a formal meeting with you, in person. I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you, as well as why I mistrust Malwika, the Pyro Archon. I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow her plan. If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further conflict.
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
Hey, what happened just now? You suddenly collapsed and stopped responding.
Hey, why are you sitting on the ground? Are you okay?
Citlali! She froze for a moment and then just collapsed to the ground.
Could it have been those leftover remnants from the Night Kingdom? Do you have any itches or pain anywhere? Don't worry. We can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were feeling unwell, I wouldn't have taken you on this trip with me.
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so. Citlali should be able to, exorcise any ghosts or weird stuff that you picked up in the Night Kingdom.
You would think Citlali would
A
be able to
seasoned
tell.
traveler
We
must
just
know the
were
importance
sent
of not
there
pushing
again.
yourself beyond your limit. If you need anything from me, just say the word.
They spend all this time pushing how amazing she is at noticing these things. You would think she'd immediately would notice. I would think that'd add an interesting wrench into the grandson's plans if he underestimates his grandmother. That would be far more interesting.
In any case, let's take a bit more time to rest now. Need to be more careful next time.
Feeling
Tut.
better yet, Traveler?
It is a shame the voice actress
All
didn't
right,
actually
let's get
say
ready.
the tut. Tut tut tut.
I followed my phlogiston trail earlier to a stronghold guarded by soldiers. I have a feeling that Auroron is probably being held inside.
Oh, so it's close by. Then let's head over right away.
Also, there's another flaw with their plan that they did. They made two paths to try and lure the traveler. I guess it doesn't matter which path the traveler picked at the end of the day, if they were watching where the split up was.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. Like the wind and the clouds. We either move as one or not at all. But if you want to make it up to me, then just be sure to fight extra hard when the time comes.
Unfortunately, the traveler can't fight extra hard. They're always handicapped, always gimped, always held back, always denied. Oh, hells yeah, I need to kill her more often.
Come on! Show me your courage!
Everyone hold hands. Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
This is order.
Let's ride.
Don't mind if I do. Let's do this then.
Surf's
Yes,
up.
you are.
Like good. Oh, so many Saurian whistles. Such a good one. I would pass it along, but I don't
Need a
want
surfboard?
that. How much stuff do I even have? 46? Yeah, I should save it for the new boss fight if we get up to it in time. Oh. I saw the treasure icon and I was like, wait, there's a treasure chest? It's just that thing. It'll disappear.
Solidify.
It'll disappear. And I find it interesting when people are farming materials. If you look at the material guides and stuff, they never tell you to fight these things. Like, you don't have to spend resources on them, but just fight one, and you get a lot of material. They're
Look
always
over there.
preset fights too.
Paimon thinks she sees someone in the middle of the camp.
That's Auroron. So he really was taken by the Fatui.
All right, we'll take the lead.
Wait, can we not hear her thoughts anymore?
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
Don't you have work to do?
I cannot see the sun.
What?
Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so I must beseech you to move aside.
Huh? Okay, Mr. Philosopher. That's enough mumbo-jumbo.
Mumbo jumbo.
Wow. I'm going to rip that guy's head right off.
Citlali's struggling to control her temper now.
Are you ready? Let's go kick their butts. On my count. 3, 2, 1! Still trying to resist?
Oh, they don't
You've
let
got
us
no
play as
idea
her.
who you're up against.
Preview with her.
Crumble!
Drop it like it's hot.
The Temple of Wisdom.
No escape!
Surf's up. Check this out. Best of luck.
That guy would have died if he had pyro on him. I can't believe how much damage her basic attack does. It's only level 5 for me. I wonder how much damage you could do with an auto attack Mualani if you built her for that.
Order guide you.
This was well done.
This one's well done.
Auroron!
Granny!
Oh dear lord.
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eatsley, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually call her Granny.
And greetings to you too, other Granny.
Other granny.
What did you just call her?
Granny. Is that not right? You are Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age as her, so I figured you're also a Granny.
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me. You can't go around calling everyone Gramps or Granny.
He's a guy who just has to role play with his
Not a
grandma all
child,
day.
is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8 or 9 years old.
Oh, your words have pierced my heart like a thorned vine. Given how hard those thorns are to remove, I may just need to find a pair of tweezers.
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, I basically see everyone above a certain age as an elder I should look up to. Exactly.
But if you keep that up, then everyone's going to be your senior.
So what?
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding, Auroron? Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid? Heed the 3 warnings.
Be wary of beasts prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and strange people who appear out of nowhere.
Oh, so you do remember, and you just chose to ignore
Cameras
them.
looking for the
I
next
always
victim.
knew that living on your own was going to get you into trouble sooner or later. But getting kidnapped? That really takes the cake. You won't always be able to rely on other people coming to your rescue, you know. You're just lucky we got here when we did. Or we might be launching another search and rescue operation to find out where they put your severed head.
I'm sorry, Granny. I'll be more careful next time.
Next time? Oh, good one. You think there'll be a next time after this? Not a chance. They didn't hurt you, did they?
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a map of the ley line distribution.
Okay, now answer me honestly. Were you the one who helped the captain escape after his battle with the Pyro Archon?
Yes.
So why did you do it?
Because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Hey! I'm no ordinary Granny! Would they really dare to come after me? And you! Did the gods give you a brain just for you to not use it? Did you really believe everything they said at face value and not stop to think? Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind and didn't slap your name on a wanted poster. Don't think for a second that she doesn't know what's happening. Even if the truth that you see will soon manifest into reality, there is still no need to preemptively panic. Have you forgotten the words that I've taught you?
I'm sorry.
Forget it. We can submit the details of this camp and the defeated Fatui as evidence of your innocence. Let's clean this place up and get back to the city. Auroron, you better remember this lesson well and seriously reflect on your actions. Also, once we return to the city, come to the speaker's chamber with me. I'll need you to explain everything.
Sounds good. Should I bring some of my homegrown vegetables as well?
Your vegetables?
Yes. I grow a lot of fresh produce in my garden. I hope the Pyro Archon won't be too picky about the selection.
Now's not the time to be thinking about that. If you do come face to face with the Pyro Archon, the first thing you should do is...
Recite the 3 warnings.
Huh? No! You
Recite
should
the
emphasize that you were
warnings.
not in cahoots with the Fatui!
How exactly did the Masters raise this guy?
Oh, right.
Let's see where they take this. Why? What did I leave up here that this is marked? Curious. And time goes on, and I'm just like, yeah, I got these markings on my map, but why do I have these markings on my map? Why didn't I just do it there and then? Oh, it's probably because I saw this and didn't bother looking for it. Like, it probably blipped on the map. That's another... Oh, there's another one. Okay, that's probably what this was for. I've clearly not been on this cliff edge. And there's a treasure chest here. I guess we'll just handle some of this stuff. Ah, this is the real reason why it's marked. Okay, I see. It's through this. Nice.
I told you today's our lucky day.
Yo, 80 preems. 80 preems. There's a bunch of shit up here.
Stabilize.
Carving waves. Surf's up.
Why you keep backing off, my guy?
Amazing. Out of the frying pan.
Alright, hold up. Wait, there were 2 chests in my vision.
Need a surfboard?
There's like the one over there. And a Wayabi.
This is order.
Hey-ya! committed to memory. The Temple of Wisdom.
Temple of Wisdom.
Best stuff's always at the bottom.
Not too worried about those things. Is there more chests?
Off we go.
Besides this one? Was there not another one? I swear I had seen another one.
Need a surfboard?
You'll get
Let's
frostbite.
ride.
Wrong character.
I see everything. Nice and spicy.
Cooked food. Disgusting.
The best stuff's always at the bottom.
I still like how the Geo Fatui caster mages are just like super depressed. Alright, well, I want to kill these guys because I need more of their material, but
Off we go.
there's just one of them.
Let's
Don't
ride.
mind if I do.
Two of them.
Amazing.
Gather.
Everyone hold hands. Boba, get them. Carving way.
Yeah, I'm good.
Roll. I'm the frying pan.
Solidify.
Worth it. Got a blue. A blue bee. Yeah, da. Anything else up here? $330. Just about. I should continue with the main quest. So pretty sure we have a lot left to go. Alright, let's do the main quest. We head to the Speaker's Chamber.
I see. So Auroron came to the captain's rescue because he promised to help him in exchange for Citlali's safety.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Now that you know Auroron was only trying to protect another member of his tribe, could I ask you to petition the Pyro Archon for her forgiveness?
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Citlali is willing to serve as your guarantor, then we can release you from custody.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here. I still have other things to do.
Understood. Thank you very much. Mr. Auroron, please report back to the Speaker's chamber as soon as you've received notice of the Archon's decision.
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Granny.
Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your help. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about my side of the deal. Once Auroron is settled, I'll go talk to Shilonen and get started on forging an ancient name for you.
Oh, thank you.
I shouldn't mention that in front of this guy, because now you just gave him huge information for the captain.
You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's as good as done. You can just go twiddle your thumbs or something while you wait for the good news. Bye for now. Come with me, Auroron. We've got to find you a place to stay for the night.
Goodbye, Other Granny.
Oh, we're finally done. All right, it's time to find some grub. Huh? What is it, Traveler?
Can we really trust Paimon with any of this?
What? That captain?
Yeah, shut up, Paimon.
Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So you really saw him in the Night Kingdom? And he didn't attack you? Oh, that Auroron, what is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. Paimon would have never guessed anything was happening. All that stuff about protecting Citlali and being forced to help the Fatui, when he's actually been a willing accomplice all along. Yeah, you're right. Still, Paimon appreciates you telling her about this. Paimon will support your choice no matter what, so if you want to go, we can go together. We still have another whole day before the meeting, so we'll just meet with them when the time comes.
Yeah, da 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 da. One day later, we get to talk to the captain. El Capitano. Oh wait, I have a Cheever. Cheevy. Oh nice, that was the last one. Last shrine. Wait until 20. To whence the smoke drifts. Why would you meet, why wouldn't you meet off to the side as opposed to right here on the main road? I don't know. I'm just along for the ride. Wherever it takes us.
Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone. Oh, please don't let this be a trap.
Traps. Always traps. That we just willingly walk into all the time.
What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people like that. What are you, a ghost?
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
Ugh. And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shady stuff behind people's backs.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you two sound really similar, you know.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could. It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character. Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side. If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash, and that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid. I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person. And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
Malwika.
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back? If any part of the plan goes awry, all of Natlan, even all of Tevat, will pay for her mistakes. Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along, the details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you?
An emergency plan?
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan. Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan, and all of Natlan will be lost to the Abyss.
I think this all comes down to the fact that she's gonna have to sacrifice herself, and in doing so, she will sacrifice the Nosy, right? And that pisses them off because they won't be able to get the Nosy, and it completely fucks them over. That's why he would be interested in preserving Natlan. He needs the Pyro Archon to remain alive.
We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa plan?
I knew you'd be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged. And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately if we reach an agreement.
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching. Oh no.
Something? Bad news, chump. It's your granny.
Citlali! When did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Auroron? Colluding with the Fatui? Really? Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scolding just by staying quiet?
Yo, she's crying.
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What the heck are you up to?
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right here and now, I'll...
Wait, Citlali! Please, calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore.
You don't know if she knew the captain was there because he disappeared before she arrived, so you're saying too much, Paimon.
So, maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. This isn't over. You hear me? You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in the city. You two keep an eye on Auroron for me, okay?
The general in his labyrinth. Quote unquote officially, because you know, that was an official visit. Signed, documented, notarized, authorized. So official that meeting was.
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? You've got a head on your shoulders, Auroron. Use it! Why did you help the captain? And I want the truth this time. No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask a different question. What does the captain want? What is his purpose in Natlan? Really? You're just going to stonewall me? Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? Only endless trouble awaits you and everyone in the tribe. You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of constantly clashing like this.
Why is he staring at us all of a sudden?
I would straight up
I'm sorry
say,
that you
this
have to
is
hear all this.
your battle to deal with.
You're very kind. Most people would have fled by now. Not everyone can handle Granny's scolding.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me? You...
Sorry, Granny.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so why would you listen to an old hag like me? You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me! Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables! I don't need anything from you!
Who's Aoife? A delivery person?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. There's nothing I can say to get through to you. Auroron, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you. And we've long closed the book on that incident.
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history. I'm starting to get lost.
That's not it, Granny. I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
His voice. Auroron! Where have you gone?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan. So I've got to go.
Get back here this instant! Auroron! What is this? Powder from plant spores? Is that the trick he used?
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away like that?
It's a trick of his. If you grind spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Oh, couldn't he have picked up something more useful? Ugh, little brat. That's it. The next time we meet, I'm definitely going to break his legs.
Whoa, that's a little extreme. But still, why does he feel like he needs to run from us? If his goal is also to protect Natlan, then can't we work together?
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, there's no guarantee you would have gained anything substantial. Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later. Ah, that brat. I swear. We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time. It'll give me a moment to figure out how to explain all this.
He desperately needed a pop mic. But otherwise, it's doing fine work. I think she should have sounded angrier. Really play up the anger. Angry.
Let's ride!
Look out, rodent. What a delayed sound effect. Lag? Question mark?
Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry? How about we get something to eat?
Girl, we got
All
nothing.
right, it's been a
but
while since we
fine.
last ate. Now that we can relax, Paimon just realized how hungry she is.
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
How did this become Paimon'sville? Citlali looks quite down on herself.
Just stared at her real fucking hard like, Paimon,
Alright,
what the fuck?
Alright. It's on Paimon this time. What's one meal to the best guide into that?
Paimon,
you
why are
can
you
just sit
so
back and enjoy,
fucking
Citlali.
pissed off about it?
Paimon will take care of it.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks? I just wanted to treat you to a meal.
Are you sure? We can save you some Mora.
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the time we've spent together. Let me get this one. I might be an old hag, but I like to think I'm not completely useless.
Sure, that's fine with us, but Paimon doesn't want you to be sad, Citlali.
Don't worry. I'm sure a juicy grilled steak will work wonders.
Yo, she wants some grilled steak? Grilled steak? Go to the inn? I have to get to the inn? They made that drain so much stamina so fast, it sucks. Oh, Mulani, why couldn't you be C1? Why did we get destroyed? It's okay, it's okay. We were redeemed today with a first try 10-packer. Shiloh Net. And we're definitely not gonna get wrecked on the Nahida pulls. Later. We're gonna definitely draw, 5 Nahidas. Just back to back to back Nahidas.
What are you looking at?
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each other. Are they twins?
That's funny.
But Paimon only sees one person there.
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. Give me another bottle, boss!
Do you think she's drunk?
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention ones who've made a huge name for themselves recently.
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have! Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Citlali. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know. I don't even remember the last time I saw her with a new friend.
Wait, so you call her Granny too?
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny. She's one of the most famous people at the Masters of the Nightwind. Most days, hardly anyone even dares talk to her.
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
Oh, please, Granny, I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great customers too.
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep staring at me. I promise I'll keep my alcohol down until I leave.
Well then, you have my thanks.
Citlali? Citlali?
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me guess. You want to test your skills against Granny Eatsley, don't ya?
Are you still with us, Citlali? You're kinda talking to no one.
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this big scary bully. It's always the same story. You brats start it, I finish it, and then I end up with the reputation of being some kind of terrible monster among the shamans. I mean, come on. Monster? Me? Really? What did I do to deserve that?
Granny Citlali, you're not a monster at all.
Exactly! And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab, I actually have a pretty packed schedule, you know. Oh yeah, and I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you. Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? I know my stuff. I'm a good teacher. You tell him. That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right. You can always rely on old Granny.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open? Oh, jeez.
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself. Behind the smoke. The lingering smoke.
Ah, she's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually racing at this point. It's quite the opposite of sleep.
Is this another specialty of the Masters of the Nightwind?
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Citlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks, few have been able to master hers.
Warning, warning. Red, red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes. Huh? Traveler? Paimon?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl.
Hang on, just keep it in.
Should have brought her a bucket.
Phew. Okay, it's passed. That was a close one.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over the table just now.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never happened before, I swear. I've never thrown up, not once.
Are you feeling okay? Wanna take a quick walk and get some fresh air?
There's so much that I want to say, but I can't.
Why not? Of course you can. Just say whatever's on your mind.
Please, Paimon, it's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right? What would you think of me if I were to start dumping all of my complaints on you after we've only just met?
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
No, that wasn't my point at all! Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame! I've lived all these years and still can't get rid of it! Surely, you know the feeling too?
Actually, about that.
Huh? Tell me what?
Yeah, this is as good a time as any.
So, you heard... You heard my...
It's okay, Citlali. You had every right to complain about those things.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me? Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? That's too much! It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing!
So that, happens to you a lot.
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. I was just picking something generic. Take a walk with me. I have things to share with you.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
It's a bit of an extreme comparison, but at least Citlali is a refreshing character in the Genshin cast.
Need a surfboard?
Whoa there, buddy. You have no running indoors now.
Let's ride!
Well, great view, right? I love coming here by myself.
Wow, it's beautiful!
It seems like this plot line would have been better off if I mean, unless she just doesn't hang out in the night village anywhere, but it feels like they should have had the rest of Natlan available before this.
You're making me want to cry.
Oh no, what do we do? Please don't cry!
I was an expression, okay? A figure of speech. I'm just... embarrassed. Here you are thanking me. Even after you helped me all this time. Let's just have a casual conversation. It's easiest that way.
Really? You don't seem like the kind of person who keeps things casual.
Well, I guess I used to be more of a stickler for the rules. And you're right, I don't usually open up to the people of my tribe like this. I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down so long, it might as well be true.
You're just a regular person.
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that. Granny Eatsley is a powerful figure. Be careful around her. That's what they'd say.
Well, you are powerful. Are they afraid of you?
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. A few decades like that, and people stop knowing how to deal with you. What about you? Are you scared of me?
We don't find you scary at all.
Huh. That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I've destroyed just by existing. I make people realize that no matter how hard they work, they'll never become a living legend like me. Oh, not to brag or anything. Maybe it's hard to believe. Just pretend I never said anything.
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroran didn't seem scared of you. He thinks of you as his granny, right?
We really gotta get the side chapter with her, where we introduce her to Farazan, and just for the hell of it, some of the Adepti, like Cloud Retainer, whatever her human name is. You know, she needs some old buddies to relax with.
Yes, but Auroran's a special case. Mawika already told you about her plan, and you've given so much help to Auroran and me. You deserve to learn the full truth. Auroran's not like other people. As I mentioned, he was abandoned as a child. The reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen, capable of bringing about illness and misfortune. No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. It's a miracle he wasn't devoured by some wild beast. The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls, and in Auroran's incomplete soul, they saw a possibility for Natlan. A possibility to turn Auroran into a vessel for lost souls. The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroran would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place, strengthening the ley lines and completing the ceremony.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Now you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. This loss of souls damages the Night Kingdom even further. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. Of course, the vessel, Auroran, would be sacrificed in the process. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate for the ceremony appears, and now you have the chance to make things better. Of course you're going to take it. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object either. So they went ahead with the ceremony. It failed, and Auroran escaped with his life. Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Maybe they didn't have my explicit approval, but it's not like I did the right thing. If the ceremony was successful, Auroran would probably be dead. Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? By using a human life as a tool?
Yeah, it's nothing that we don't do every day.
It's not right. So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, I was ashamed by my inaction, and absolutely relieved by the result. The plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, there was no point to keeping it a secret. A simple investigation from Auroron would reveal everything. Everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the contrary. But just as I was about to put all of it behind me, he asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved if the ceremony succeeded?
Wait, but it's not his fault.
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Auroron has a strong ability to perceive souls, more than any of us. He understands just how dire the situation with ley lines has become. Maybe he chose to work with the Fatui because he still thinks he owes a debt to Natlan. I can only imagine what they told him.
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what brought Auroron into this. Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back! You don't look so good, Citlali. Maybe you should head back and get some sleep.
Probably drank too much. It's okay. The fresh air is doing me good. Okay. Forget that. I need to go home. I hit it a little too hard. You've helped me so much already. How do I even begin to thank you?
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a favor, so you don't need to worry about us.
Good point. Well, I'll go home and get some sleep. We can figure out our next move in the morning. Friends. I like the sound of that.
Auroron's probably back with the captain, don't you think? You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us? Yeah, you're right. We should just go to her directly. But she's probably asleep. We can find her first thing in the morning. For now, let's... go to bed.
The sacrifice not offered. Return to the inn to rest. No, resting is gonna be bad. If you fall asleep, they'll take your soul. And then they're gonna try to coax you over to their side with their probably flawed plans and machinations. Man, if I was Traveler and I had that teapot, I'd be in my teapot every fucking night. Why pay for room and board?
Noisy outside. I would still have to sleep. Well, guess we should see what's going on. Carving waves.
The Weary Inn for the weary travelers.
You're already here. I was just about to come get you.
We heard it was noisy, apparently.
Wow, you're up early. That's impressive, especially after all the drinking last night.
Let's not bring up last night. I'm embarrassed about the whole thing.
Yes, yes.
Anyway, I was also woken up by the commotion. Looks like all the warriors from the stadium are on the move. I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss, including the Masters of the Nightwind. I need to head back right away.
The Abyss attacked again? Are you sure you can handle it on your own? Do you need our help?
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the warriors stationed at the various outposts. Given the quick response, things shouldn't get too serious. The stadium could always use more manpower, so you should join the forces here. I'm done making excuses for him. He's not a child anymore. He needs to take responsibility for his actions. I was the one who vouched for him, so I need to report back to the Speaker's chamber. I'll accept however they choose to handle the situation. But I should be able to convince them to let me go back to my tribe first to deal with the attack. As for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis, I'll talk to Shilonen right away. Don't worry. I never forget a promise to a friend. Thank you. All right, I need to start heading back.
She left in a hurry. The situation must be really serious. Oh, looks like a lot of people are heading to the stadium. Let's see what's going on.
Let's see what's going on.
Faster.
Well, that was fast.
Traveler, over here! Perfect. Our star Outlander has appeared.
Oh, you're all here! But, what's with the whole Star Outlander thing?
Just my way of saying how awesome you are. We've got a real emergency on our hands, so this is the perfect time for you to show off your skills.
Alright, but can we get a quick rundown of the situation first?
The Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echoes, and a number of our camps and outposts in the wild.
Yes, and the attacks are increasing in frequency.
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now, but I can't say the same for the adventurers and merchants stuck in the wild. Chaska and I have been searching for survivors and treating the wounded. We just got back, but we need to head out again soon.
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty, just in case my tribe needs me.
Oh, you're Collective of Plenty.
Where are you gonna go?
I thought she was Nightwind.
I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can start fighting right away. What about you guys? We could go together.
Did you just say the Children of Echoes are closest to the stadium? It's definitely your tribe is the closest to the stadium.
Yeah, that does sound important. No worries. Just leave the Children of Echoes to us. Who knows? Maybe yours truly will have the Abyss on the run by the time you're finished. That would be pretty great, actually. I hope my tribe gets through okay. It'll be fine. Your tribe doesn't do all that bodybuilding for nothing.
Let's part ways here for now. And most importantly, be careful, everyone.
Oh, and some of us need to avoid getting contaminated by dangerous-looking substances. That will make my job a lot easier.
Koichi, do we really have to do this now?
It's alright. She's just looking out for everyone. Alright, let's hurry up and talk to the Pyro Archon so we can help the others.
Oh look, she's right there. That's convenient. You don't have to go very far in this Archon quest.
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not looking good right now. People across Natlan are in danger. Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is not a good time. So we'll have to keep our conversation short.
That's alright, we're also in a hurry. We're gonna go help the Children of Echoes after this.
What?
Nani?
So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being stubborn. I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence. The Gnosis does have that function, but there's more to the story. I will answer you honestly, but you must help me keep this a secret. I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan, but it comes at a heavy price. The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would surround the ley lines and protect them against abyssal corrosion.
Wait, you can use souls to weave a net? But does that mean...
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process. Souls are just another form of life. The cruelty of this method is self-evident. The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legends. Using the Gnosis means converting all three into material for the net, erasing our history and culture. Even then, the net can still become corroded. If we cannot find a way to repair the damaged ley lines before that happens, then all those sacrifices are for nothing. Given the enormity of the price, it's a solution I refuse to consider right now. I want us to win, but I also care about how we win, and what that means for us in the end. Now it's true, both plans come at a risk, but after weighing our options, this is our best bet. Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, the Pyro Archons had to account for the worst-case scenario. Having a contingency plan is our duty, not just to the people of Natlan, but to all who live on this continent. Still, this has always been a well-kept secret. I'm very curious how the captain learned this information.
She said continent, not world. Teyvat just a continent? Which would make sense, because everything is all connected on a single landmass. Sans Japan land, which is off the coast. I wonder if that's just a mistake, right?
Oh, one more
Or
thing.
intentional.
The captain said he found another way to solve the problem. Could be equally as extreme, though.
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option. But I see no reason for him to lie. Seems like our only path forward is to track him down, so he can answer that question for us. Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me, even if just for a second.
Not even a little! We would never... Wait, what are you talking about, Traveler?
Just as expected. I appreciate your sincerity. Maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but know this. No matter what, our goal remains the same. We both want to save the people of this land. So now that you have your answer, do you still doubt me?
You scared, Paimon. You've really got a lot of guts, Traveler.
That's a good thing. Oh, and feel free to call me Mawika. It's what all my friends call me, and I like it that way. As for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Fatui should be back soon. We'll get our answer then.
That's great! Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several locations at once, I'm confident the warriors stationed in those areas can handle it. Don't worry. I just need to finish coordinating our available manpower, then I'll take a small team to handle the difficult locations.
Wait, you're going to fight in person? Didn't you give up your power?
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But don't forget, I was an experienced and powerful warrior before I ever became the Pyro Archon. No matter how you look at it, my duty is on the front lines. I just think there's strength in numbers. If the people feel emboldened, that's just a bonus. Anyway, even if we respond to these threats in time, it's not a permanent solution in the long run. I've considered moving my people to other nations, but given their close connection to the Night Kingdom, a forced evacuation would have devastating consequences. I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses and advise people against leaving their settlements. Now, I just need to find the right time to disclose the true nature of the crisis to the people of Natlan.
Paimon's a little worried about how people will react.
We're all gonna die.
Yes, but that won't be the only response. In any case, that's for me to worry about. I'll let you know when we have more information on the captain.
Alright, we should head out. Maybe we can join up with Moani. She can't be too far ahead.
No need to worry about me.
This away we go, then. This away we go. I don't know how much more is left. I am on a time constraint.
Let's ride!
We're probably towards the end of it. So it should be fine.
Quick, over here! To safety!
Kachina, how many people do you have left?
What's the situation?
There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We need to rescue them as soon as possible.
We'll go together.
She's coming to assist the caravan. Maybe I should have turned into the dude.
Off we go. Let's ride.
I guess it's fine.
Stay safe. We've got this.
Yeah. Oh, it's all y'all?
Let the mountain's veins boil! Right here!
I meant to, swap the Geo trap I left first.
Bring it!
Spring force! Ha! Here goes!
I really thought I was done for. I can't thank you enough.
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine too. Guess the Abyss isn't after Mora.
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the Children of Echoes. By the way, where's Citlali? I thought she would come with you.
The Masters of the Night Wind also got attacked, so she went back to help her tribe. She said we can deal with the ancient name later.
Yeah, that makes sense. The attacks are more urgent. Alright, this isn't a good place to talk. Let's head back to the tribe.
I mean, that wasn't so dire, right? You guys are a bunch of babies.
Let's ride!
Off we go. Need a surfboard? Looks like a few people were hurt after all. Oh, I should have got here sooner.
The Abyss threw a lot at us at once. I rushed out as soon as I heard the alarm, and there were already so many monsters. Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors, and just like that, we destroyed several pylons as a team. You mean the situation in the Night Kingdom, right? Yeah, I feel the same way. We've managed to keep it a secret all this time, but more and more people are realizing something's wrong. It's impossible not to feel anxious when things are getting worse by the second, and all we can do is wait.
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more time. Keep pushing, everyone. Every battle is worth something.
You really are an eternal optimist, Mualani. You always find a way to cheer people up.
Why, thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
So, specifics aside, the Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis can resolve the crisis, but it comes at a huge price.
Didn't the Pyro Archon tell us to keep this a secret? Why do we keep telling people things?
And somehow the captain finds out about it, goes to fight the Pyro Archon, and calls her out for having a solution but refusing to use it. Honestly, if he has the same information as us, I can't really blame him.
We talked to Moika before we left the stadium. According to her, the cost of the captain's plan is too high. And, well, it makes sense. If that was truly the better choice, she would have picked it.
Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. When I was upset about Kachina's disappearance, she was really sincere and patient with me. Plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. She's already proven how much she values even a single person's life. When it comes to Natlan's survival, there's no way she would hold back.
I agree. Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but I'm sure we have different priorities. Life is important, but so are history and memory.
As the Archon, she can't tell us everything, but it seemed like she wasn't holding anything back this time.
The next question is, if the captain found a new way to save Natlan, how come the Pyro Archon has never heard of it?
This is all super confusing.
We still don't have enough information. Once we figure out what the Fatui are doing, we'll have our answer.
We already know what the Fatui are doing.
Let's head back then. Moika said her intelligence officers should return soon.
The Fatui are just as much at odds with the
How many
Abyss as
Fatui
they
there
are
someone's
with
bound to give something away.
the Heavenly Principles.
Sounds good. I have a few theories of my own. With a bit more information, we just might get to the bottom of the whole thing.
I was just about to ask. Count me in.
Don't you have to worry about your own garrison?
If I was just a bit faster, we could have prevented a few people from getting hurt. People who could help us in the next battle. It's all a chain reaction. Registered? Nah. I'll just follow you around. You know, go where you go, do what you do. You got it. I just don't want to make the trip back. It's so far. All right. See you all later. Let's get together and celebrate once this is over.
Oh, you betcha!
Oh, I just realized if I have Mualani and Shiloden in the same party, I can like turbo fast travel by swapping between them and just using their powers off cooldown. Get some good movement going. So we can like do this and just go what and start skating. And it would flow seamlessly too if they have the Night Soul thing active.
Moika! Oh, Chatsuka and Koichi are here! Wait, are you okay, Koichi?
I'm fine. No need to worry.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided to follow them.
The Fatui?
The Fatui?
Calm down and let me explain. Here's what happened.
We're calm. We're not freaking out about it. You're freaking out about it.
Watch out. It's the Fatui.
Were they attacked by the Abyss? No, wait. It looks like they're protecting a group of travelers. Over there. Do you see?
You're right. That's a traveling group from Natlan. Could they be trading for something? Let's keep observing for now.
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natlan, you should cancel your journey and seek shelter at the stadium or one of the tribes.
Thank you so much. I wish there was something we could give you.
We don't expect anything in return. We were out on a mission and saw you being attacked. It was our decision to help.
They have menacing glowing
If you truly
eye.
wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret.
Each.
If anyone asks, just say you were saved by warriors from Natlan.
Oh, okay. We can do that.
But...
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. We haven't done anything illegal. Our captain simply wishes to remain undisturbed. Nonetheless, the decision remains yours. If we wanted to keep you quiet, we would have employed a harsher method.
Got it. We'll get going now.
Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain. Isn't that who the Pyro Archon is looking for?
Exactly. We could be onto something big. Still, there was no trade. They were just helping people in need. I didn't sense an ulterior motive. I didn't believe the captain when he said he wanted to save Natlan. But based on what we just saw, it's possible he was telling the truth.
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui this whole time.
It's too early to say. Let's follow them and see what's really going on.
Oh boy.
So this is where they were headed. Looks tricky. It's heavily guarded on all sides.
Koichi, wait for me here. I'll go in and check it out.
Oh, no you don't. How are you planning to get through all the guards?
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage. With our tribe's special way of getting around, I doubt they'll see me coming.
We still can't see anything on the inside. What if you can't find cover? You won't have anyone to watch your back if you go in alone.
The more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets. Even if the captain isn't here, we can still figure out what the Fatui are planning. That intel is worth the risk.
Fine. You're not gonna listen to me anyway, so let me come with you.
That's even more risky. You've been running around saving people for days. You're already at your limit. I'm confident I can protect myself. I'm not sure you can say the same. At least right now.
I can.
You really believe that?
Fine, don't believe me. But you can't honestly tell me infiltrating a heavily guarded Fatui hideout all on your own sounds more reasonable. You know, growing up, even if I insisted on doing something, it never gave you any trouble. I'm not sure you can say the same.
All right. If we start arguing, this will never end. We can't let this opportunity go to waste.
Guess that means I win. Don't worry, you're not the only capable young person from our tribe. I can handle this.
All right, same plan as usual. We split up, communicate with hand signals, make sure our blind spots are covered, and support each other once we strike. Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
The Fatui have eyes all over this place. I should wait for Koichi's signal. Now.
I didn't realize I had to actually hit a button, yeah. Wait, there's shit here that I never collected. Where are they located?
Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. I need to act.
It would be funny if you just fucked this up.
Good. I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui.
Damn.
Koichi should have line of sight. I'll wait for her signal. That's it. Now's my chance.
Imagine being a guard in a game world.
It's no use staying in one place.
You
I
go.
should keep moving.
Pacing back and forth.
Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal. Time to move. Whew. That was close. Almost got caught. Probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my next chance. Now's my chance.
Damn, girl. Running up trees.
I made it! That'll show my sister. Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait, I've got it!
Toss out the mysterious sphere.
Huh? What's that noise? Did something explode? Oh, it stings!
What the heck is that? What do you think you're doing?
I could ask you the same thing!
Good, they're arguing. Looks like they just needed an excuse. They've probably had enough of this job already. The people on the hill over there left to help their comrades. This is our chance. Come get me, Chaska. I hope she gets this hand signal.
That's Koichi's signal. Smart idea. All right, time to move. Give me your hand, quick.
Coming!
Yeah, look at all the hand waving
I checked,
going
and this
on.
way is completely clear. It should lead us to the deepest part of this place.
What a weird segment.
Well, I was pretty helpful, right? You know, everyone usually jumps at the chance to work with me. Not my own sister, though. No, she avoids me like her life depends on it.
I was wrong, Koichi. You've done well.
Middle of enemy
Wait,
territory.
you're just gonna
and
admit
have a
it?
conversation.
Now I look like the mean one.
Let's focus on the task at hand. We're in the heart of enemy territory. The more time we waste, the more dangerous this becomes.
All right. If you're not gonna take the bait, then I'll drop it. Looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm surprised they mobilized this many people. I doubt it's because they're interested in our culture and history.
It seems like they're looking for a dragon relic called the Source Mechanism. The device is ancient. Barely any information survives to this day. And even people from Natlan don't know how to use it. Why would this be the Fatui's target?
Not bad. Looks like it's in good shape. This should be what our Lord's looking for. Took us long enough. Come on, let's get this thing back.
Why do all the Fatui
Back?
have like echoey
Back where?
voices?
Should we keep following?
Is it because of the mask they're wearing?
You really want to keep going?
Of course. We make a good team, don't you think? No reason to stop now.
What was that sound?
Uh-oh. We've been spotted. Time to go.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
What?
Why would she say that? It just is so confusing.
You'll regret that! After them!
Oh no, that's just weird. That girl's clearly not cut out for the espionage business.
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. They'd collected several identical pieces of something. It looked like they were waiting, though. So we decided to come back.
So, Koichi got injured trying to get them off your tail?
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way back to the stadium.
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were fighting, right? So my perfect record remains.
You've done very well. I could make a comment on knowing your limits, but it's not my place.
I know. I'm already reflecting on my actions.
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the source mechanism. The device is a complete mystery, even to us. What does the captain want with it?
I have no idea. But it's safe to assume the device could serve a similar purpose to the Gnosis. Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar in Natlan familiar with the secret source.
I'll get right on it.
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, it's time for you to get some rest. Oh, and there are gifts from your patients waiting at the speaker's chamber. I've prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude. I'll send it to your home along with the others.
My patience. That's so nice of them. Guess that means I'm doing something right.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon. We were just doing our duty for Natlan. I should take Koichi home now.
Well, if Koichi doesn't want her favorite Saurus crackers, then...
I accept. Thank you, Archon.
What am I gonna do with you?
There's some for the rest of you as well. They're one of my favorites too, so don't be shy. I'll start investigating the source mechanism right away. If I learn anything, you'll be the first to know.
Yummy snacks!
Bribery. Bid farewell to Chashka and Chuyu. Oh wait.
Carving waves!
Carving waves. I feel like it's been a while since I had a good long surf. It's so short outside of Natlan.
What's next for you two?
I'm taking Koichi home. With our parents there to keep an eye on her. I can make sure she actually rests.
Hey, it's not like I'm some kind of prisoner. I'll be fine in a day or two. There's no need to go all the way home.
That's what you always say. Everything's no big deal until you collapse. What if the Abyss attacks again? You're saying if I let you rest in a hotel, you're not gonna rush out the minute you hear the alarm?
I won't. Triple promise I won't.
Lies.
Fine. On the off chance something like that were to happen, I might. But I'm a doctor. I have a duty to help people in need, no matter how hard or tiring the work gets.
That was just my controller doing that with its really shitty stick.
I guess you're right. But I don't have to like it.
This reminds Paimon of when we first met. Except you were the one trying to stop Chaska from doing something dangerous.
I'd do the same for anyone trying to put their life in danger. As a doctor, I don't want people to get hurt because of a rash decision.
Then try to see things from my perspective. You clearly want to protect your patients. So can't you understand why your own sister would feel the same way about you?
The two of you are the same, you know?
I disagree. I understand the risks and costs of my decisions.
Who wants to be like her? Overconfident, always making excuses when things go wrong.
That's just not true.
You think I don't have proof?
Okay, don't get into another fight. Just pretend Paimon never said anything.
Don't worry, Paimon. You didn't do anything wrong. Arguing is just how we communicate. Neither of us really takes it to heart.
Plus, I guess we are similar in some ways. Maybe I rush into things without thinking, but I learned that from her. We're family. I can't help it if my older sister is a bad influence.
Okay, you don't have to put it that way.
So, you're all good now?
Neither of us are really the type to back down, so we'll always have our differences. But still, we get along in our own way.
Plus, I know you'll wake up one day and realize I was right all along. I just need to wait.
Be my guest. Come on, let's get you home. See you later, Traveler and Paimon. I'll be back once everything's settled at home.
There's no rush. At least grab a nice meal with your family.
Bye, you two. Take care of yourselves out there.
Those two will probably make up for real at some point, right? Well, we've learned a lot. Let's go over everything that we know so far.
Did we even learn anything that we didn't already know?
Sorry for popping up out of nowhere. Again.
Why do you look so awkward? Oh, is there something you need from us?
Okay, I won't beat around the bush. Oh, and I'm sorry for interrupting your rest. I'll treat you to some charcoal grilled steak to make up for it.
Awesome! Just give us your orders!
Hey, friends don't order each other around. I'm just here to share some news. Remember what we talked about before parting ways?
Oh yeah, you mentioned how Auroron has always wanted to save Natlan, and something about his soul being fragmented. Paimon and the Traveler discussed it after you left, and we think Auroron is probably back with the captain. What do you think?
I agree with your hypothesis. And just now, I confirmed it myself. Auroron came back. He helped the Masters of the Nightwind defend our camp.
What? He came back?
I told him to give up whatever he's doing, but he refused. He said they're just one step away from success, so there's no way he can back out now. Apparently, he came back to fulfill his duty to our tribe. When he left, he said it was because he still has a duty to Natlan as a whole.
I'm unsurprised you let him go at all.
I had to prioritize my tribe. Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus on outside and inside threats at the same time. Plus, he was on guard. He knew I would try to go after him, so he made sure to keep his distance. I kept an eye out for a good opportunity, but it never came. All these years of calling me Granny, and I couldn't do a single thing for him in the end.
Don't say that! Your tribe all raised him together, right? That couldn't have been easy.
You're right. Seeing him come back reminded me of when he was little. Running around the tribe, dropping by random houses right and left. He's not only a child of the Masters of the Nightwind, but a child of Natlan. It's only natural for a child to want to do something for their family. Besides, Auroron is my apprentice. He might have a few tricks up his sleeve, but I guarantee I know every single one.
Wait, what are you saying?
Look. Remember how I said Auroron's soul is fragmented? This is the talisman I created to keep it stable. And this gem is what makes the talisman work. It just so happens that Auroron is due for a gem replacement. Since I can't get close to him, I put the new gem in a supply bag and asked Aoife to bring it to him. You guys know Aoife, right? No? Well, he's a pretty famous vet around these parts. He's always bringing me all sorts of things, and he happens to be very good friends with Auroron. Aoife doesn't know what's going on, so he agreed, no questions asked. Auroron would find the gem as soon as he opened the bag. He knows how important it is, so I knew he would make the switch. He probably suspected that I tampered with it. But here's the catch. The trick is on the bag. The moment he touched it, a portion of his memories were copied onto the old gem, which he no longer needed.
That's amazing. You can do something like that?
Most people can't, but I can. That trick he used to bring you to the Night Kingdom isn't anything special, by the way. My technique is much more subtle. He won't notice anything.
So in other words, we have a whole backup of Auroron's memories in this gem.
The kid thinks he can take me on? Like I wasn't the one who taught him everything he knows?
That's amazing, Citlali. Let's take a look right away.
Once we get to the bottom of this, we can finally track him down. I know he thinks of me as his grandma, but do you think he'll get mad at me for this? You can be honest.
Probably.
That's a tough question. Paimon doesn't have a grandma, so she's not the best person to ask.
Paimon doesn't have a grandma. You have to have a grandma, Paimon.
To be honest, I've always doubted my ability to look after him. I didn't stop the ceremony all those years ago, and now I'm useless again. But if I stop here, it will haunt me until I'm 500 years old. Every night I'll wake up in a fit of anger. I don't scare that easy. Still, if I back away from this and something happens to Auroron, I would never forgive myself. I need to look at his memory. Even if he resents me, refuses to see me, or runs away for good, I don't care, and I won't blame him. A family does whatever it takes to protect their own.
Yeah.
You sure you'll be okay? We can come with you if you want.
Did you just say you'll come with me?
Is that okay? We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we? Because, right, we need leads on the Fatui.
You really mean it? Fine, you can come. Just promise me you'll see this through. No backing out. Got it?
Don't worry, we're professional adventurers.
Then I place my trust in your professionalism. All right, time to sneak into someone else's memory and engage in some, unwanted spying.
Voyeurism. Oh.
You heard it here first. I wouldn't be doing this if I had any other choice. Are you ready?
To the one he knew, and he somehow hoodwinked it. So you won't be able to get what you want, because he won up to Grandma.
Look how good you're doing. You'll grow into nice big radishes in the future. And you? Aoife says you're taking up too much space, but I think you're a good tree. What do you think?
Hey! How's it going, Auroron?
Good. How are you, Uncle Okanbi?
Ah, can't complain. What you up to? Naming your vegetables again?
No, just some idle conversation.
Sounds fascinating. What did they say?
They told me you were coming and that you would take some produce with you.
Ha! Only if you're offering. By the way, I ran into Aoife yesterday. He told me Chaska's fostering a saurian at his place. Said the thing trampled over a part of your radish garden. I hope you two didn't get into a huge fight.
No, don't worry. I'll find a way for him to make it up to me. I've already wrapped your share of the produce. Here you go.
You really knew I was coming. That's pretty amazing.
Light up the smoke and you can see the path through the shadows. That's what everyone says.
Hey, have you seen that strange group of people that just appeared out of nowhere?
Appeared out of nowhere? I don't think so.
It's the Fatui. Their leader seems like a big deal. He didn't bring many men with him, but they're all elite warriors. It seems like they're looking for someone, but I wouldn't go around asking too many questions. If you run into them, be careful.
You're from the Masters of the Nightwind, are you not? Why do you live here alone?
I enjoy living by myself out in the wild. I guess you're from the Fatui, the one everyone's calling a big deal.
Not an inaccurate description. I'm looking for someone who may be known to you. Citlali is her name.
Granny? What does an Outlander want with her? I've heard the name. You have business with her?
There's no point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things from me. I shall seek answers elsewhere.
Oh, he could tell I was lying and now he's leaving? He gave up just like that? Hey! At least tell me why you're looking for Citlali.
It's none of your concern. I have my own means of tracking her down.
Why are the Fatui looking for her? What does she have to do with them? I can't just let them go like this. I have to figure out what they're planning. I've just been studying the ley lines and asking for leads on Granny. I can definitely rule out some sort of invasion.
The situation has seen no true improvement. The Pyro Archon did not fulfill her promise.
My lord!
Ignore him. He is no threat.
He knows I'm following him, but he doesn't seem to care. He's strong, I can tell. But there's something unusual about him and also familiar in some way. I can't describe it.
What is it?
My lord, I feel dizzy.
A ley line disturbance. Certain presences have been forced to wander outside their rightful realm.
That was a spell from the Masters of the Nightwind. How did he know that? Is he sending those escaped souls back into the ley lines? How did he do that so easily? Soulfaring is supposed to be extremely difficult. This could be related to why he's searching for Granny.
I feel much better. Thank you, my lord.
Think nothing of it. Stay vigilant, and continue to gather information. The Abyss could attack at any moment. If you notice any irregularities, assume drill formation and be prepared to fight. However, there's no reason to over-engage. Information is our first priority.
Yes, sir.
Why are the Fatui fighting against the Abyss? Do they really mean us no harm? I've been following him this whole time and still they ignore me? Do they really not care? It seems like his subordinates refer to him as the captain. Never heard of him before. And now he's headed to the stadium. That's unusual. Oh, what is he gonna do?
You two, with me. Everyone else, wait here as instructed. Send word to the other teams to retreat immediately if this fails.
Yes, sir.
He's going inside? But the Pyro Archon is in there. What does he want with her?
Forgive me, my lord. Allow me to check one more time. Do you truly wish to do this?
The time for idle observation is over. It now falls on me to act. This nation is out of time.
Yes, sir.
He just walked straight into the stadium. What is he gonna do? They're both incredibly strong. How long will they have to fight until someone comes out on top? Wait, this feeling. Just like the other day near the ley lines, it's faint, like a soul's trying to escape. Where is it coming from? Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost. I can't let that happen.
As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to. You don't have much time, and you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?
No need to force yourself. I've never seen anyone match the Pyro Archon in battle before.
I didn't expect you to intervene at such a critical moment.
You know I've been following you. Why didn't you stop me?
When walking in the forest, it is only natural to encounter wild beasts. However, not every beast has the courage to come out and bite.
And yet, one of those very beasts saved your life.
Then speak. What do you want?
I didn't save you because I wanted something. My soul is more perceptive than others. I can sense that the ley lines are extremely weak. I don't know what the Pyro Archon is planning. Can she really save us? The questions you asked her just now, well, I've had very similar doubts. So I felt like I had to help you.
So, you can tell the truth. That was quite a reckless decision to make. I'm not sure you realize that.
There's no turning back for me now. What I did back there is going to get me in a lot of trouble. You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight, and I used my spell to save you. A single glance was likely all it took for her to recognize my tribe. So, we're in the same boat.
You seem to care little for my thoughts on the matter.
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you looking for Citlali? Do you know her?
Explain your relation to her first. I know you two are acquainted. It was obvious the moment I mentioned her name.
Citlali is my elder and my teacher. She taught me everything I know. It's my duty to protect her.
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's hand. Yet, you chose otherwise. Do I really need to tell you what that means?
I want to do something to change Natlan for the better. Something I can accomplish with my own two hands. You're stranger than anyone I've ever met. But maybe, just maybe, you can show me the way.
Strange? Citlali is said to be the legendary Granny Citlali, someone capable of communicating with the Wyub, and the Wyub are the key to information on the Night Kingdom.
Why do you need knowledge on the Night Kingdom?
That is not something you need to know.
Don't forget, I saved your life.
Do you not believe the Fatui capable of betraying a debt?
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can tell there's a weight to your soul, a sense of justice.
You may not live among your tribe, but you certainly know their tricks. I apologize for my rash judgment. You are more capable than I imagined. Let's go. We'll see if you have what it takes to join my plan. I see. Interesting approach.
Worth trying, I think.
Rather than weaving a net to protect the ley lines, this method would address the root problem by reconstructing the ley lines themselves.
That's it? That's all you're gonna say about their plan with his memories?
Woo!
Traveler, Paimon. Are you two alright?
Paimon's fine, just, a little dizzy.
Of course. I'm so mad at him. After everything, he still can't let go of the past. For some reason, he thinks he owes something to the people who cared for him. Stubborn, self-righteous fool. Where's that gonna get him? Now that he's all grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do? He thinks he can just run away whenever he wants.
That's what you got?
I'll show him. If he tries to run one more time, he's got another thing coming.
Maybe stubbornness runs in the family. Like grandmother, like grandson, as they say.
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Huh! That kid's got nothing on me. Anyway, back to what we just saw. I don't even know what to make of it.
Yeah, the captain seriously wants to reconstruct the ley lines? What does that even mean? Something like the loom of fate, maybe? But how does that help with the abyss?
The loom of fate?
Oh, it's kind of hard to explain. Basically, it's a device from Conrio that has unbelievable power. Anyway, if he really wants to manipulate the ley lines, everyone in Natlan will be affected. Oh, this is big.
Which means the captain has been honest from the very beginning. Auroron's memory proves that.
Why is he so obsessed with saving Natlan? Oh, we've got to tell Moika about this right away.
Yes, she needs to know about this. Now.
It's heavy dialogue session. They don't have 4, do they? No, they do have 4. Alright, we'll have to do the next part later, because I'm out of time. Guys, thanks for watching. Yo, free rewards? Hells yeah. 1 free pack. They're so nice. 1 free pack, oh my. Anyway, I'll be back with Genshin again sometime. We'll continue the Archon quest. Probably soon, too. I need to find a way to squeeze all this stuff in somehow. Anyway, hope you all have a good one. Take care. See you around.